What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Cam, and we are finally here. College football 27 has released for MVP placement. College football 27 has dropped in quote-unquote early access, and we're going to start our Dynasty team. Now, if you've clicked on the video, then you know what team we're doing. And if you have eyeballs, you might also know what team we're doing. Do we auto-progress players? I don't know. I don't know. We got a lot of time before that, and you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys should think. Usually I manually upgrade my guys, but I don't know. I guess I'll leave that up to some of you in the comments. But I'll keep that on for now. Like I said, won't have to worry about that really until the off season. But without further ado, where are my Beavers? Now, a couple reasons I chose this team. I believe they were 2-star or 1.5. 2-star. So they are not, the worst team in the sport or whatever. But a couple things with the new dynamic weather and stuff. I wanted to hopefully get some snow games. So obviously we're up north a little bit. I wanted a rivalry with a prominent, like very, very, very good team in Oregon. Now it's not like Oregon State is like the biggest rivalry in the sport or anything, but I wanted a rivalry that could take us through the entire of the Dynasty, even when we're really good. Oregon is also going to be really, 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 really good. So I wanted that, and I also wanted to be in a slightly bigger stadium. I personally don't find it that appealing to, do a Kent State Dynasty in year 8. I've gone undefeated 3 times, and I'm still playing in a high school stadium. That kind of takes me out of it a little bit, so I like to start with a team that has some form of stadium. And Oregon State does have that. And then I thought about being a new team in the new Pac-12 would be fun. So Oregon State is where we landed on. And it's not going to be easy. School demeanor says balance. Let's take a look at face cam so you guys can see this. School demeanor balance. Job difficulty very high. I don't know if I agree with that. We do have 2-3 tier pipelines, which should be good. But like I said, recruiting... recruiting where we are, Oregon's going to take all our players. So recruiting is going to be really, really, really challenging, I bet, for Oregon State. We do have a 2,000 Dynasty point budget. Now, we don't really know what that's going to entail or how much or how good or bad that really is going to be. But I'm excited to play. Expectations, win a bowl game in the next 4 seasons, beat Washington State, and win 2 road games. And if you don't know, this team went 2-10 last year. So, not a great team. The grades are whatever. Athletic facilities and conference prestige actually isn't too bad. So, we'll see how difficult this is. But I did want to start off with a semi-difficult one. And we got to have an interesting player. We do have Malik Murphy. Was he a former 5-star? I don't know if he's a former 5-star, but obviously is not good IRL. It's not played well, at least. But athletic, a lot of talent, athletic in the game. So that should be fun to have a quarterback with pretty good athleticism for the Pac-12 in year 1. So without further ado, yeah, I think we're going to be with recruiting. I think scouting is really, really, really important this year. So we're going to start with recruiting. And if, I doubt anyone here knows, but if you don't know, our coach has a name. Our coach has been around the block. Our coach is a man. A myth. A legend, some would say. And it's not always be crewing. I wonder if they have his face in the game. Well, I have to do all this first, so. We'll stick in the playbooks. 3-4 zone. I'm excited for the new defensive playbooks. I think that'll be a nice change between like whether like 5 or 6 last year, maybe. If that, there's like 20 something, high 20s. Pipeline is probably pretty important. Trying to stay like all near the West Coast. Demeanor. Let's be intense. Let's be a psychopath, man. If I can't find Don's player model or coach model, we're gonna be in a heap of trouble. This is not it. That is not it. It was this last year. Which this looks... it's crazy. This looks way worse than it did last year. And we might pick a new one. Because that's just... I'm not... Dude, what did they do to his beard? What did they do to my guy, dude? So let's find a new coach face for Don Don this year. Just gonna go with this being Don Don for the year. Do I quite love it? No, but, we'll have to work. Now, we will be my real height and weight, just 6'6", 250. Now, what kind of gear do we have this year? Okay, headsets. Okay, it's only... Okay. I'm not sure I'm loving that customization, but I digress. Ooh, I'm kind of rocking the layered jacket with the hoodie. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he isn't dripped out, bro, look at my guy. I'm dripped out. Shoes now as well. Okay, we didn't need this many shoes, bro. We could have got some better headsets and stuff. Do we rock the Jordans? I just don't know if that's my vibe. How crazy would Jordan 12 lows be? How did that make it in? We'll rock the 11s. Rock the 11s. Once a sneakerhead back in my day. Back in my day, I'm 24. But yeah, Oregon State. Not a lot of recent success. They did go 10-3 in 2022. But nothing really to speak of here. But we're going to turn that around. We are going to change that. Sign the damn contract. And let's see. Now, I should have probably led with this. Episode 1, there will not be any gameplay in this episode. I do kind of want to just go over the team. You know, go over the recruiting board. So it's probably still going to be like a long episode. But we will do our first gameplay in episode 2. And there's so much to do in this year's Dynasty. It's tough to know where to start. I'm thinking the blueprint is where to start. As you can see, this is our Dynasty point allocation, whatever, if you will. Our kind of budget. It gives you suggested numbers of where you should be putting your Dynasty points at. You can kind of look through the strategies and what they kind of want you to do. So yeah, as the grades go up, obviously at the end of each year, you'll get more Dynasty points. You can see on the right side, Facecam's blocking a little bit of it, but conference prestige, brand exposure, stadium atmosphere, tradition all go up. You get more Dynasty points. Plus, contract goals and whatnot. Like I said, our contract goals aren't too crazy. I mean, neither is our schedule, so I hope to have a pretty productive year 1. More productive than 2 and 10, I'd say. But yeah, we're going to stick with the talent acquisition strategy. It's mostly roster NIL and recruiting NIL with a little bit of facilities, a little bit of staff. I think key number 1 is be getting the, what's it called? Talent in the door. We can hire support staff. We spend 310 staff points. At least early on the process, I am going to try to stick pretty close to the suggested percentages right now, because I just don't want to be caught in an awful spot. But I would like to save just a little bit, probably. Oh, actually, I'm not buying any of these. Because these all would take us over our budget. And I guess the 100 wouldn't. But that's just support staff discounts. I'm not buying another support staff, so that wouldn't really help me either. Plus, we might need the extra points to go after good coordinators in the offseason. Because as you can see, our coordinators right below are both on expiring contracts and both, how do I put this? Stink. So that's what I'm feeling there. We'll leave that be. Facility-wise, dude, it suggested what? Suggested 210. We're at 700. I guess we're just gonna leave that there. That's scary. Like, it looks like we're way over budget in the facilities, but I just don't know. I don't know exactly how it's gonna roll. but we're going to leave this be. It's crazy. It's going to be way harder, I think, this year to build up smaller teams and to really manage all this stuff. Even when you get like a really good team, which I do. Obviously, you like the rebuild and stuff like that, but I do also enjoy when you get a really good team in a game or a franchise mode, and you still have really tough challenges with how you want to do, you know, so-and-so. I'm excited to even, like, be a really, really good team and have to deal with a bunch of this stuff. But that's done. We look at our schedule real quick. We're not going to change the year one schedule. We play... Okay, I forgot about these games. We play Houston week 1 at Houston. And we play Texas Tech, which will not have Brendan Sorsby. Salute. FCS, UTEP, and then our schedule. We do not play Oregon this year. And we play Washington State twice? Is that real? Someone tell me in the comments below. Is that actually what they're doing? We'll start playing Oregon every year starting next season. But for the sake of relative realism, I'm not changing the year one schedule that it is IRL. So, let's check out our roster. Let's check out who's going to be on this team and get us and you guys familiar with the squad. It's got some 80 overall players. I'm not seeing who I want to see here. Oh, he is. Okay. So quarterback-wise, here is our guy for this first year. Malik Murphy. Star dev, which really won't matter, but 6'5" quarterback with 96 throw power, accuracies or whatever, 84 speed. He has the gold extender ability, break sacks. I actually think he's going to be really, 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 really good for us. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, bad IRL, but very good athlete. And as you can see it shows the dev traits now. So this is normal, this is impact, and this is super, or this is star. So then I guess elites would be, I don't know, we're not going to be able to see any elites because we don't have any elites on the team. But running back wise, we are very slow. Let's look at the rosters the other night. We are very slow. Receiver wise, we do have an interesting player in Aaron Butler. Sophomore, 93 speed and star dev. Hopefully we can be able to retain this guy. You got to think about 93 speed in the Pac-12 is probably, pretty good. We've also got some, 92 speed up here, but just for the long-term sake, star dev, 75 overall, could be something we could possibly build around. Tight end, 83 speed feels like not that bad for Eric Olson. O-line is O-line, and O-line is bad. Actually, I guess I shouldn't say bad. I think our best player's on the O-line, but the rest of it is not great. But really, that receiver, let me make sure I get his name. Let's be respectful. Let's be respectful. Where's he at? Aaron Butler is really the only long-term piece on the offense, as you can see. Like, everyone is bad or old and semi-good. Off the edge, we have Takari Hinkle, 81 overall. The other side, not good. Not good. Jacob Schuster at D-tackle. And our best player is Aiden Sullivan, which is nice to be a user for us. Senior, 85 overall linebacker, 85 speed and 91 hit power with some pretty good abilities. Gold hammer, silver aftershock. He's going to be a pretty solid user for us in year one. I think we're going to be okay year one. We'll see if we can upset Texas Tech or Houston, but I expect us to be pretty competitive otherwise. DB, not great. 89, 88 speed, 91 speed, which is pretty nice. Obviously, not a lot of athletes on this team. And safety, we are abhorrent, especially strong safety. And kicker, finally, it gives us actually bad kickers. Like, every kicker was good last year. As you can see, both these kickers are in the 50 overalls and have 60 kick power. The way it probably should be for majority of college kickers. No disrespect. Let's check out the coach abilities. Let's check out what we might be looking to upgrade first. We chose recruiter. Like I said, I think we'll talk about it a little bit when we get into scouting. I think scouting is going to be more important than almost anything. I've seen some, let's take 3-star receivers, for example. I've seen the same archetype be 82 speed, and that same exact archetype, star rating position, the next recruit be 94 speed. So, you're going to want to scout and make sure you're recruiting good athletes. And I think what we're going to have to do is to look at quarterback. Obviously, we have nothing in the future. For quarterback, we have Malik Murphy this season. Probably not the very smartest move in terms of like how many quarterbacks or, opposed to receivers or DBs you might recruit. But I think quarterback is as important as anything. So less time to scout. I'm not sure how many hours we're exactly going to have. I haven't seen that anywhere. But we will head into now setting up the recruiting board. Also, by the way, my face cam's in the way of a lot of these, but I do love these little like images here for hashtag realism. The menus look better. Like they really do. Do we have any preseason All-Americans in the Pac-12? Be something interesting. Let's see some of the best players in our conference. Obviously, Boise State is in here. They're going to have a ton of these. Do we play him this year? I don't remember if I saw them on the schedule. Bo Sparks is someone I know. A couple Washington State players. And we do. We have 3 first teams, including a 70 overall. Okay. Nice to know some of this still doesn't really work correctly. Malik Murphy is second team quarterback. We've got some O-linemen. We've got our edge rusher. So we've got some players. We're 2-10, and we're bad for sure, but we are not still 2-10 bad, in my opinion. Recruiting board and scouting. We have 450 hours, and we have 1,300 Dynasty points, or in this case, NIL. And I forgot, is that the amount we wanted for recruits NIL? Maybe you can't offer NIL till week 1. Maybe that's what I'm misunderstanding. Or we're not in week 0. We're in the preseason. So I think 1,300's okay. And no, yeah, I will say in 25 and 26, I never once felt that I had to take a 2-star or 1-star recruit. That's going to change this year. That is for sure. We will be taking some 2-stars year 1, I would suppose. Just have to really know currently. I think 1,300, 1,345 is going to be our final number. I would like to just try to go after a 5-star just for fun, especially there's a couple with 3-tier pipeline, 3-tier pipelines. It's also a quarterback. Like, Dante DeBeer conference prestige. So he would actually leave. So probably can't do that. I kind of want to. I kind of just want to see what it would be like. But the new Dynasty point stuff has me so scared. So scared. I just don't think this is the year to do that. We definitely will go after some 4-stars. Now, none will have interest in us. So that is really interesting. Might put just a couple on the board. But it's tough because, like, I gotta scout them now, I feel like. I mean, you could literally have 75 speed or a 90 speed, whatever. So, it's tough to really know. Speed rusher athlete is kind of interesting to me. Let's put, like, 3 on there. Does that make sense? Put 2, maybe, I guess. Let's put the athlete, and let's look at the quarterback. For 4 stars, 3-star wise, no 3 stars are interested in us. So, I've heard that maybe you want to look at the lower tier 3 stars. But right now, I'm kind of focused on the pipeline. Try to scout some of these guys and see how this goes. Do we scout the 4 stars? I think I will. At least the quarterback. Let's see what George Woodbury is working with. God, that was slow. Accuracies look pretty good for a dual threat off rip. Only 87 throw power. What's the speed? 86. I forgot. I forgot. Okay, preseason is just for scouting. Okay, so we'll scout a bunch of players. Because you can only offer scholarships the next week. So we'll look at some of these guys. Charlie Carter, hopefully an athlete, pretty fast. 86 speed D end. I'm in. So those will be the 2 4-stars hopefully we can target. And we'll look at some of these 3-stars. You know, I hate to be that guy, but I really am looking for speed. Or excel. Like 82 excel, he's not going to have that high speed. 84 speed, I'm out. Contested specialist athlete looks like the speed is very good. 95 speed. Matthew Leonard is definitely a player that I would be interested in. He looks bad, but I'll leave him on the board. Who do I want to take off the board? Wiley and I think Hakeem. The rest of these guys I don't have a problem going after. But we're going to have to look at some 2-stars that are interested. That I don't think they'll want any NIL. As far as I understand it. Holy menus. Yeah, so 2-stars want no NIL. For the most part, it looks like. Or maybe if they're interested, they don't want any. I don't really know. But we're going to look at a few. That are interested in us. Not really worried about positional. Right now. Just because. We'll, you know. Just try to get the most talent in the door. Scout some of these 2-stars. See if we can find anything. Not necessarily a gen, because I don't know if I'll full scout, but anything that sticks out to me. 75 run block for a 2-star, I'm in. I'm definitely in on that. Jamie Rowe. 83 speed, I'm not loving. And we are running out of hours already. It gets tough quick here. If you look at the D tackle. And just like that, there goes our hours. It catches you in a hurry. 450 hours down the drain, but I actually do think we found some decent players. I'm very interested to see how much Dynasty points, how long 1300 will go. We'll sim ahead. Hopefully did the Dynasty point allocation correctly. As you can see, players at risk. A lot of players will want to leave, but I'm not too concerned about that. Like I said, not a lot of talent, not a lot of long-term talent on the team. So, going to be a lot of roster turnover. And let's hop into the managed blueprint and see if we can do the recruiting now. We can. Okay, so they wanted 25%. So what I don't understand is I have 1345 right now in recruiting. But up here, I have 710. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something. It suggested 210. It says we're at 700, so I don't want to spend more, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I think we'll just leave that be. Hopefully I'm doing that correctly. We'll hop into recruiting, and these 4-stars do not have offers. No one on my board has an... Oh, wait, no. Duh. No one's offered yet, so... No one's offered, so... That makes sense. I'm definitely going to offer these 4-stars I'm interested in. I mean, 260 is a lot. But let's do it. Let's do it. So... NIL-wise, obviously... Oh my god, what's 290? Obviously, you can offer them the base amount what they want, or you can offer them, like, nothing, essentially. And you get feedback accordingly. So I think we're going to try to go for the 1 bonus right now. And just see how that goes. I really want Matthew Litter, 95 speed receiver. I'm gonna go up to the three. I mean, 95 speed would be elite. We're already down to 625. I'm aware, okay? I got it, but post commentary Cam here. So if you just saw the 3 players I have offered NIL on, what I didn't realize in that moment, that was my entire projected NIL budget. That was actually more than it wanted me to spend on my entire recruiting class, including the portal. We're in for a hell of a year, boys. Have faith in your boy. Have faith in your boy. We're going to look at the safety as well. I would like John Yelk. Let's offer him 85. And then let's go back to some of the 2-stars. I thought this guard looked pretty good. Oh my god. You offer them any NIL, he gets super happy? Is super happy the word I want to use? Probably not. And we'll see how easy maybe not easy is the right word, but like if you max out on a player with hours and stuff like that, and even if you're not high on the interest board, how far will you shoot up is my question. And right now, I probably will default to my strategy previously last year, looking for players with no offers. Well, everyone has no offers right now. I'm learning. I'm learning. You guys can hear that banging in the background. I apologize. Apparently, whoever lives above me is having their entire apartment hammered into the core of the earth. Today of all days, this time of all times. Who would have thought? So this is where we're sitting right now. We're spending a lot for this quarterback that, like, honestly isn't that good. Like, 87 throw power and only 86 speed is nothing, like, ridiculous, but I don't know. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. We could set the weekly practice plan. So you gotta manage wear and tear this way. This is from Madden, as far as I understand. I mean, I play, so I mean, I'm aware. I think we're gonna run everyone a full practice this week. And see what happens. That sounds like a good idea, I think. Let's see, and we do. Let's see if anyone got hurt. I can't sort by injuries, I don't think. So I guess we'll just scroll down the board. I don't know how much XP really relevant this is. It's a little like pretty high numbers, but either way, doesn't look like we had any injuries, so that works for me. That is done, and I think we move on to week 1. We will sim ahead and wrapping up this video, parts. And we, next week, will play at Houston, 92 degrees. Coach Don says early mistakes are expected. By the way, look at these jerseys. Underrated. Underrated. Some black and orange, I can get behind. But yeah, so the way this series will go, for now at least, is we're going to doing a bunch of play the moments. So I play the moments for all the games, allows us to get through probably 2 to 3 games of video. And allows us to speed up the season while still actually playing the games and still getting to know the players and stuff like that. And the reason I don't play full games is because in the past 2 years, it's just been too easy. Even on Heisman and with sliders, stuff like that. But we will play, next video will be a 1-game episode because we will play the full game. And we'll see how the difficulty is. No matter how hard or easy it is, I don't see this series being a series where I play full games. That's just probably not going to happen for the sake of time-wise. But for the first game, I'm definitely excited to play Heisman, and we'll play the full game and kind of see how it goes, especially against a team that's markedly better than us. I think Houston has like 290+ overall, a running back and a receiver, so they'll be hard to stop as well. So I think that's a good spot to do a full game. We'll get recruiting done a little bit here. We'll see where we are in these recruits. So Washington is here. And we're first on the quarterback. Food for thought. We're first on the quarterback. We are fighting with Washington here. I will stay in it because I just don't know, you know, how much we can make up the ground, per se. I wish I could tell how much NIL they offered him. Oh, can we not offer more? I'm not seeing an offer more NIL button. Oh, edit scholarship. I am seeing it. Okay. So, we'll leave it be, see where we are. The quarterback, though, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. I'm not mad at that at all. The receiver, we're looking good. Okay. We're dead on JD DeMarco, probably. We only put 15 hours into him. So, we'll probably take off those. Looking good on Rome. Looking okay on Yelp. Colorado is probably going to be a little bit of an issue. And I'm just like, honestly, I'm not fighting for a 2-star. Not saying we won't recruit 2-stars, but I'm not fighting for one. Does that make sense? And we'll take this 3-star off the board as well. And we'll put 10 on the center. We have 65 hours. I think now is where we're going to look for a player that has no offers and see what we can do here. NIL-wise. Do we need 5-stars have no offers? There is one. It's a north-south blocker running back, which historically has been horrendous. Also, nice to see tight ends being 5-stars now. Yes, there was, like, the athlete sums, like, every, 5 years, but not really. But we look at some 4-stars and no offers. See if any of them have a good pipeline to me as well. One does. Clay Nasiruddin. Actually, that's a lot of NIL. We need to be looking at 3-stars. I pivoted. We need to be looking at 3-stars. And let's sort by pipeline, and let's see if no one has any offers. Contact Seeker running back is interesting. Deontay Hakeem is someone we already looked at. An athlete running back is someone we looked at. He has no offer, so we'll just do the neutral NIL. And we'll put 50 on him. So we have 270. Oh. So we're almost out of NIL. For the entire season. That's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. Man, this is gonna go poorly, dude. This is gonna go very poorly. 51% for recruits right now is just a lot. It's just a lot, man. I think the way I'm going to go about this, and I guess, like, we lost that 700 extra that we had at the very beginning. We just lose that? I didn't really understand. I'll have to look into that. Hopefully not. But, yeah, we're in a precarious spot. I think the way we'll go about it is this 270, I won't use any more than this. So, I know you say, Cameron, it's only 10 players. Yeah, I'm well aware. But hey, this is part of the process, man. This is part of the fun. This is part of the fun. next week, next episode, tomorrow, IRL, we will be playing Houston. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Dynasty content all year long. Deuces.